If I could only reuse time.
You need to know that I'm a Florida songwriter, storyteller, and environmentalist. I'm here to tell you that Florida has really a significant water problem. Now, whether you believe in global warming or climate change or any of that kind of stuff, it doesn't matter. The fact remains is that our oceans are rising. And in South Florida and along the west coast of Florida, all our freshwater wells are being contaminated by salt intrusion. So people are rushing more to the aquifers for their source of water, and as it turns out, South Florida is now out of water. So moving up the state, now we find out that Orlando is out of water. And they have just proposed the Central Florida Water Initiative. They're going to draw off from the St. Johns River and Ocklawaha rivers 2.5 million gallons surface water a day, pipe it through 500 miles of pipeline to be distributed to the greater Orlando area at the cost of almost $1 billion paid for by the taxpayers. In the meantime, over in the area around Silver Springs, there is a friend of our governor's, a billionaire from Canada, who has come down. He's bought up all that land around Silver Springs and around Fort McCoy along the Ocklawaha with the idea that he's going to raise 12,000 head of grass-fed beef. This is at Adena Springs. Yeah. So, and in order to do this, he's applied for what's called a consumptive use permit to use more water than the entire city of Ocala every day. In the meantime, the state of Florida continues to grant licenses to people like Pepsi-Cola, Coca-Cola, Nestle's, for all these corporations, out-of-state corporations who come in. They tap into our aquifer. They take your water, they pump it out, and put it in little plastic bottles, and they sell it back to you. The real crime here is that they don't pay for the water. Think about that. So, pretty absurd. So that's the issue on the quantity side. On the quality side, we even have some greater problems. Now, Silver Springs is the first magnitude springs. It's what was actually one of the purest springs in the world. 99.8% pure artesian spring water. Now it's completely contaminated. It's polluted by nitrates. Nitrates in water is just as bad as that they dumped in up there in West Virginia in the river. It's really bad stuff. First of all, it causes algae to bloom. That algae comes in contact with your skin. It's going to cause a troublesome rash. It can cause breathing difficulties. It takes the oxygen out of the water, kills all the fish. Nitrates in your drinking water prevent your red blood cells from carrying oxygen to your tissue. So suppose you have a 6-month-old child and you don't know any better. You just come to Florida because you heard it. Wow, this is really a beautiful place. So your child's four months old and you're over there at Silver Springs and you go, I'm gonna put that baby in the spring. You put that baby down there in the spring. Probably in about 20 minutes that baby will turn blue. And it's a real good possibility you could lose the child. So that's how serious nitrates are. So what are the little things you can do? Well, the first one you can do is you can stop buying bottled water. If you're going to buy a reverse osmosis water system that you can put in underneath your sink, because that removes nitrates from the water. And politically, stop using fertilizers on your lawn. Put in those raised beds and grow a nice organic garden. And come join us. I represent a group of people who are, we have a page on Facebook, Florida Artist Water Alliance. And we're just calling upon people. We just need to, all this is coming out. You know, government controls how much you get to know and when. And last year they started beginning on the news programs to tell you a little bit about the algae blooms. Okay. This year they're going to up the grade up and tell you little bit more about the seriousness of it. So we're all being we need to be not part of that system. I'm part of a grassroots group of people who are organizing to demand clean water. Yeah. Any questions on that topic?
If I could only reuse time, oh, I'd go back 100 years to a place where I could listen to the lullaby